the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. All right. Good morning, everybody. Last time, di ba, I told you to create a proposal na. So, submit it today after the class. Kay magbuhat lang ko og kanang tawag neto kanang murag assignment type para dito ninyo i-submit ang inyong detailed proposal. So I expect na humana mo sa inyong mga proposal. You already have things na dapat buhaton. You already have the concept, the ideas of what to do sa inyong mga proposed um kanang mga systems no related to uh, medical systems or medical health record systems. All right. So drop it today, submit it today. I'll just make kuan lang katong assignment there is a Google Classroom so that you can submit it. So per group lang ang submission. So I'll gonna read your proposal kung unsa man inyong mga proposal. Basta detailed na detailed. I'm expecting a detailed kanang proposal. Dili lang na a short description. No, dapat you will be able to identify the users, no, the functionalities of each user, no, the flow of the program, everything, no? Mga requirements analysis ninyo, what are the things na kailangan ninyong mahibalaan, so on and so forth. Dapat detailed. Kung unsa man tong how uh, how did you make your proposal in your systems analysis and design as expected nako as expected maupod tong naa dere. All right? Kay lagi naman mo systems analysis and design. So dapat when I read it, I will have no questions na or follow-up questions sa inyo kay kuha naman detailed na nga. So I really specified detailed kana proposal last time. Okay? So but another announcement kay after this lesson 3 kay we'll have a short quiz on Wednesday. Tapos on Friday or Saturday, I'm gonna give you your exam. All right? So expect na ang exam will be Friday or Saturday. All right? Friday or Saturday. So before we will start, I have to call your I have to check your attendance muna. Aguhar, Alvarez. Okay, sorry, go. Alvarez, Asma. Wala si Asma. Avila,
Sir, present.
Panluta, Bayakag, Kanyete, na left si Kanyete, nawalan siguro itong internet. Coronado,
Sir Cañete, sir.
ay nana si Kanyete, sulod na
Yes,
diyan.
sir.
Coronado, Cortez, Dalisay, Uy, murag wala lagi ko nakapansin ani ni Dalisay ay. Unsa man ni si Dalisay? Delgado. Delgado. Pinero. Na si Dinero. Evangelista. Fernandez. Ferraris. Sinavea. Gulanes. Nicolas.
Present, sir.
Perez. Naman to si Perez, di ba? Kia. Rebaila na Surigao. Salo. Togonon.
Sir, present ko, sir.
Mayong bungkag. Si Eldon, di ay.
Sir, si Coronado daw, sir, kay
Yes, sir.
ayaw pa daw poste sila hadapit, sir. Kina brown out,
Okay.
sir.
Again, ay okay lang man. This is just for monitoring purposes. Wala man ni labot sa inyong grades. All right. So last time, we discussed the primary and secondary purposes of health record, di ba? Then we learned that the primary purpose of our health record is to document the patient care. So kung may patient care again, so this is what? The kanang service that we provide to our we provide to the patient. So dili day we provide, we're not the kuan man health service provider. So that's what kuan kanang tawag nito, the main purpose or the primary purpose of kanang kuan nato health record na ginatawag. So we would learn that kuan kato na record na to is the communication tool or a mechanism nato anila used by nga the healthcare providers in giving treatment to our patient. So without it, providers daw would be unable to deliver safe and effective care. Kaya dito nga, basis for their kanang kuan, for the service nga ilang ihatag kung unsa mang mga needs sa ato ang patients. So the record, of course, is a legal documentations that provides evidences nga for interventions of healthcare professionals. For today naman, ang what we will be discussing are kanang mga contents in acute healthcare record, no? And mga sample kanang kuan naman mga health records in acute care. So when we say an acute care, kay kuan na siya kanang mga tawag neto kanang kanang mga treatment nga gihatag nimo sa isa ka patient briefly but with severe conditions. So mo na nga mga acute care. So kuan lang for a certain period of time pwedeng admitted or inpatient siya, pwede po siya outpatient. So unsa man tong mga severe, let's say for example, naa siya kanang undergo siya mga surgery, diba? Because there are surgery na outpatient, tapos surgery na inpatient, or naa siya mga emergency conditions, mga illness na kuan lang, kanang severe nga. Alright? So, mo ng mga acute care na ginatawag nato. So, we'll try to provide kanang examples of these documentations, and I guess dapat you should be familiarized with this kaning mga documentations na ni, lalo na if you will be lalo na since naamoy mga kanang kuan, mga proposals na mga buhaton karon. So dapat aware nga these are some of the documents kailangan when kailangan din ng acute care. Even pagpaanak sa or delivery ana kay mga acute care na siya. Example of the acute care. All right? So let's okay, pag-record Angelo. So I have si kabagti late tinay kay among net. Okay. Slideshow. All right. So a quick review. One slide na review lang ta. So sa katong chapter 2 na to. So an electronic health record nga is katong what I have mentioned kaganina, it is a legal document, no, where services where services given to the patients are documented. So it is the term used most widely, but its other terms though are electronic medical record or the AMR nga, and computer-based patient record or the CPR. So it refers the same thing lang. Pareho lang na sila, ha? Kaya sila. When a facility is transitioning from paper to electronic systems and uses components of both, the record is referred to as hybrid record. No? Once na ay transition nga mahitabo. So, ibig sabihin, when we say transition, duha ka sistema ang nagdagan. So, na ay electronic o na ay kanang manual system. So, usually, mao na siyang kuan, transition, naga-transition ta. So, there will be shifting of from manual to electronic. So dili man na kanang kuan kanang impromptu that kung naana ang system, you have to kanang directly shift to electronic then stop the manual kay wala pa man na test ang kuan kanang effectivity ng system, kung effective ba jud siya, efficient pud ba siya, mga ingon ana. So what if there are errors during the implementations na ay makita na mga bugs, no, sa implementation. So naa jud dapat makasupport na tawag nito na manual systems. That's why nga during this transition system kapoy, no, cause ang employees involved, the users, kay duha ilang trabahoon. They have to do it manually and then they have to kuan also to use the information system. Kinaa. So, again, hybrid record ang ma-produced when na ay transitions nga mahitabo from paper to electronic system nato. So, the healthcare record, of course, is available either nga kanang paper-based or electronic-based. But most nowadays, of course, with the kuan of the technology, the improvement of technology, most are kuan available electronically, allowing communication across providers and permitting real-time decision-making. Kaya mao man jud na pod ang isa sa mga rason why na ang health record, so that katong mga healthcare providers were able to make real-time decisions about sa patient. Ug unsa man dapat ang buhaton nila ng service or i-provide na service to our patient. So, this healthcare records contains two types of data. So, naa kay makita dira na mga na klase-klase na data. And it is categorized, and this data nini are categorized into two. So, unsa man sila? So, una is the clinical data, and the second one is the administrative data. The clinical data documents the patient's medical conditions, no, diagnosis and procedures performed, as well as the healthcare treatment provided. So everything that has something to do with the medical conditions, diagnosis, procedures, or the services being provided to the patient. Mao tong naa sa clinical data nato. On the other hand, the administrative data includes the demographic and financial information, as well as various consents and authorizations related to the provisions of care and handling of confidential patient information. Anong ibig sabihin? The basic information ng isang patient, the demographic profile ng isang patient, the financial information, if the patient has kuan ba karon kanang unsay tawag ana kanang mga kanang mga PhilHealth, kanang mga yun ana ba, Medicare, unsa man na kana siya, kanang mga third party na mga insurances niya. So naapon na dira part of the administrative data na siya. And of course, when kanyang service is provided, so naa dyan na siya mga consents and authorizations ihatag either directly ihatag ng patient to the healthcare provider para mo undergo siya such service, or pwede pod coming from katong mga direct family niya if the patient is unable to decide for him or herself. So kanang mga authorizations na. And even nga handling confidential data informations, part sa administrative data kanang pagpangayo og kanang mga kanang authorization to share your personal information, medical clinical data para sa kanang gamit sa uban. Kasi for example, kanang mag-submit silang kuan records in kuan in the government ba for kanang compliance, or maghatag silang medical record nimo for your kanang insurance company, kanang mga yun ana. So kana siya, of course, kay we are bound with data confidentiality, no? So dapat there will be authorizations na duly signed by you or your legal representative. So kana siya. So that's part of the administrative data. So and this examples of this kanang mga documents na ni kay we will kanang discuss later on this presentations. So documentation standards, of course. So once we create records or documentation sa tuang patients, so there should be documentation standards na pagabuhaton. So why is that? Ganun kailangan man nato for uniformity, of course, and para aside sa uniformity, ang it would not be hard for somebody, for the healthcare provider, na mutan-aw sa imuhang health records kay na may mga standards na ginasunod, no? Such as kanang mga terms, no? Mga and even the format and structure of the documents, kanang mga ingon ana. So kung may standards, of course, these are expected behavior or reference point ng isang document. And dapat, yun nga, must be followed para mapadali ang kanang kuan. Mapadali ang documentations, and of course, mapadali ang pagsabot ng mga healthcare providers na nagbasa atong kanang document na. So actually, there are 4 main sources of documentation standards. So, makita ang documentation standards in 4 main sources. Una is the facility-specific standards. So, unsa man na these are standards that might be found in facility policies and procedures. And when a facility has an organized medical staffs, in the medical staff bylaws, rules and regulations. Facility-specific guidelines govern the practice of physicians and other within specific organizations. Of course, ang facility-specific standards of this refers to the rules and regulations ng isang healthcare provider or establishment. So, naana sila yung mga bylaws, how medical staff, how personnel kanang perform its duties, unsa man ang dapat nilang pagbuhaton, so on and so forth. Yun, naana sila yung mga set of rules and standards nga na ginatawag, and that must be followed. No? Saan man pag-document and everything. So, kung nana sila sarili nilang standards. And that standard nila is set by the facility niya or the service provider, establishment that provides the service to the patients. Mga hospitals, nana sila sariling standards nga gina-follow. So, aside sa set mga standards that are being set by the establishment or the hospital itself, na po yung mga licensure requirements. So, kaning mga licensure requirements kay kuana sila kanang mga requirements provided by the government for the healthcare organizations Now, of course, prior to the kanang act of giving service sa imong mga patients, dapat na they will have to secure kuan muna licensure para legal ang paghatag nilang service. All right? So kana siya kay for you to obtain or to have this license nani, so kay of course naa jud kay mga standards na must be followed na gi-impose ng ato ang government. Ano siya is kuan gyapon na siya. Makita gyapon ang mga documentation standards nato dira sa licensure requirements nato. Then naapot tayo mga certification standards. So government reimburses program standards are applied to facilities that choose to participate in federal programs such as Medicare and Medicaid. So kanisha kay this is in kuan US program di siya na ginahatag. But nevertheless, si Philippines pod napo na siya yung mga certification standards na gina-issue ng government nato para qualified ang isa ka healthcare provider na to provide such service nga. So these standards are titled conditions of participations or conditions for coverage. Facilities are said to be certified if the standards are met. Yan ang mga ingon ana. So, of course, this standard nani for you to have certifications, so dapat sundod pod nimong mga standards na imposed by the kanang kuan certification bodies. Then we have the accreditation standard as well. So unsa man pud ni siya? So these are usually mga third-party independent accreditation organizations. Murag gud og pareha sa ato ang ginakuan sa school kanang mga PAASCO, mga unsa pa ng mga TVET, kanang mga unsa pa na kanang mga standards na kanang atong gina-applyan mga accreditations nato. So kuan na siya kanang napo na siya mga set of standards nga gina-impose unsaon nimo pag-document, unsang mga procedures dapat buhaton, so on and so forth. So kana siya gina-follow po na siya, especially kung usay tawag ana kanang gina-follow po na siya, especially when kung mag-apply ang isa ka hospital. So once manggod na ay mga certifications and accreditation si hospital, of course magkataas ang level niya ana. Of course kung private siya and then daghan siya certifications and accreditations, meaning to say ang quality of service being provided to the patients kay mas taas. So mas feeling safe ang ang patients, thus mas mahal ang ilang pangayuon, di ba kana mga yun ana. So these are mga main sources of a documentation standards na makita nato. So kana siya. So that's how the kanang healthcare providers document mga healthcare nga services provided to the patients kay nakabase aning mga standards na nila, kaning upat ka standards na nila. Yun nga, the focus of our study today or the discussion is for the acute care health record documentation. So I already have mentioned kaganina that an acute care is the level of health care in which a patient is treated for a brief but severe episode of illness for conditions that are the result of disease or trauma and during recovery from surgery. Kung may tag brief, kuan na siya, kumbaga the treatment provided sa imuha is kanang naay time frame ba na kanang let's say for example, pinakadugay siguro mga 1 month treatment imo or something like that. Kanang yun nga, let's say for example, na ay mga nabalian ba kag bukog, syempre you have to undergo treatment ana na kuan. It's kanang ang brief nga ginaingon niya kay dili longitudinal ba kanang usitaw kanang mga lifetime treatment, kanang mga unlike with dialysis patient, di ba? That's kanang lifetime kanang mga yun ana na mga conditions. No, dili ingon ana na mga conditions ba mo nang ginaingon niya brief, no? Pero dili na kanang na siya katapusan ba or something like that. To address kanang specific kanang illness. So that's an acute care na. So again, kung acute care, pwedeng inpatient or outpatient naman ang pagabuhaton nato. So there are basic components of our acute care record. So naa daw makita sa acute care na to, the registration record. So unsa man na siya? So documents demographic, it documents the demographic information about the patient. So kung may tag demographic profile ng isang patient, ang iyang age makaron, ang iyang height, weight, no, iyang civil status, no, single man siya, unsa ba siya, no, and everything. That has something to do with your demographic profile. Then the medical history ng patient, so documents the patient's current and past health status. So mao nang gina-question kung unsay mga sakit nimo sa una, so on and so forth, no, and even karon kana siya gina-record ang present nimo na illness karon or status. Then you have your physical examination. So we'll discuss this later on. Tagsa-tagsahon nato ni og kanang discuss ning kaning mga components na ni of an acute healthcare record. The physical examination, which contains the provider's finding based on the examination of the patient, based on the PE nga ginatawag nato. Then we have the clinical observations, which provides a chronological summary of the patient's illness and treatment as documented by physicians, nurses, and allied health professionals. So kanisha, once the service is provided na sa imuha, the health care is being provided na sa imuha, that's the time kanang gina-document na siya and dara makita dara sa clinical observations. And then when the physicians gives orders such as sa maning mga orders, mo undergo ba ka og operations, mo undergo ba ka treatment, mohatag siya medication sa imuha, no, mohatag siya request for laboratories. So those are physicians order. So kana siya gina-document sa na siya. So naganing mga systems for physicians order lang tanan. Alright? Pwede kang magbuhat og ingon ana na system for physicians order lang. So documents, or actually kaning mga components na ni, pwedeng isa ani ang imo lang buhatan og isa ka system. Diba? Clinical observations lang for clinical observations. For physical examinations ba karon na mga ingon ana. So physician's orders documents the physician's instructions to other parties involved in providing the patient's care nga. So, kanya siya, si physicians muhatag og instructions to others, including orders for medications nga, diagnostics, and therapeutic procedures. So, reports of diagnostics and therapeutic procedures. When the patients order for therapeutic procedures, no, or kanang test ba, mga diagnostic test nga i-perform, then kay na-order ngayon na, of course, you have to document the diagnostic and therapeutic procedures nga nahitabo. So describes, unsa man na siya, it describes the procedures performed and give the names of the clinicians and other providers. Include daw findings of x-rays. So these are mga tests. No? Mammograms for, I think these are for women. No? Kanyang i-check man ata na inyong mga breast kung naabay makita na mga kanang tibugol ay kanang mass I think murag maon man na siguro siya, and ultrasounds, scan, laboratory tests, and other diagnostic procedures nga. O katong mga therapeutic procedures po unsa imong gi-undergo na therapy. Okay? Then, apoy mga consultation reports. Unsa man po ning mga consultation reports? When the physicians needs kanang kuan, it's either kanang the physician needs third party kanang kuan experts na mubasa sa mga reports, no, mga laboratory test, or kanang magsangguni siya sa kanang laing nga mga specialist sa imong conditions, or pwede pod the patient mismo or the family kay will ask for kanang mga other third party nga. So that's the kanang kuan as consultations ana. So dapat katong mga reports or katong mga kuan katong na during the mga reports nga conducted during the consultations kay dapat well be documented po siya. So, unsa daw ng consultation? Document opinions about patient's condition furnished by providers other than the attending physician, other than your doctor nga. So, pwedeng sa specialty sa kani. So, because especially when we are admitted na dyan tayo one doctor, isa ka doctor nga nga kuan nato kanang murag attending physician nato, tapos kung natay mga complications lain pag mga sakit, so that's the time mangita na silang mga specialist, pero naanay coordination sa attending physicians nato tanan. So kana siya na isa lang jud ang imong attending physician that spearhead para sa imuha, pero kay dili man na sila expert in everything, they need somebody na to help him or her to decide on your conditions o ng mga consultations reports na ginatawag. So the discharge summary also is kanang part of the acute care health record. So concisely summarizes the patient's stay in the hospital nato. Tapos patient's instructions. So documents the instructions for follow-up care that providers give the patients or the patient's caregiver. Mao na siyang tagaan na kung once you are discharged, tagaan na kag kanang katong mga unsay dapat buhaton nimo, set of instructions unsay dapat buhaton, unsang medications ang imong imnon, what hours, so on and so forth. Then you will have also consents, authorizations, and acknowledgement. Mao na niya akong giingon kaganina na sometimes the patient or the kanang legal representative of the patient will give consents, authorizations, and acknowledgement para to undergo treatment or to give or provide confidential information to other parties. So kana siya is part also of the acute care health record. So these are the basic components of the acute care health record. So pwede that isa aning mga component na ni pwede nimong buhatan og isa ka information system. All right? So ay kung naglibog pa mo, maybe you can have something like this. All right? So let's proceed with katong klase sa data, the clinical data nato makita sa health record. So of course, the physician gives the hospital preliminary information about the patients before he or she is admitted to the hospital. So the admission is the process of formal registration for hospital services. If it is kanang inpatient ni siya ng mga documentations ha. Such information includes an admitting of work diagnosis, also called a provisional diagnosis. Kani siya kay kuan upon admission ni siya. So na si physician katong nagkuan sa imuha, nagtawag na ito sa imuhang nag-entertain sa imuha katong panahon nga nagpa-admit ka, so na siya mga working diagnosis kay kuan pa man na siya or provisional kay dili pa man na exact kay final diagnosis kay kuan pa man na based lang man na sa kung unsa ang imuhang gi-complain sa iyaha, no? Wala pa may kanang kuan test na gi-perform sa imuhang ana. So once test or kuan kanang done to support katong mga complaints nimo, na makita nga naa pa kay additional si physicians ana makahatag na siya og further diagnosis sa imuha kay naa na may support sa na makita naman siya kung naano yung mga test. So that's why it is called provisional lang or kanang kuan working diagnosis kay sugod pa lang man na siya. So partial diagnosis pa man ang nahitabo. So the admitting diagnosis identifies the conditions or illness as understood at the time of admission nga. So based lang, nakabase lang na siya on the complaints nga ng atuang patients for which daw the patient needs medical care. This information is recorded on an admission or registration record. So na ay registration record, also referred to as face sheet in paper-based systems. The admission records also includes the demographic and financial data about the patient. So kani siya kay kuani administrative data ang naa. Makita po daw dera sa admission or registration record ang administrative data aside from the clinical data. So unsay naa sa clinical data? The following types of clinical data are documented in the health record during the patient's hospital stay. Kani mga inpatient ni siya because sa napoy lahi nga na documentations given to mga outpatient kuan. Outpatient nga kanang mga outpatient. So una daw, the patient's medical history and pertinent family history. Ang medical history nimo katong mga nahitabo nimo on past years, no? Og katong kuan family history. That's why, di ba, kung magpa-check up ta, ang pangutana na yun, unsay mga previous sakit nimo, na ba kay undergo ba kag surgery or what, tapos ano, unsa pa nimong mama, imong papa, imong igsoon, na yun ani, something like that. So that's part of the family history para mahibalaan ko niya also na posible nga ang imong gi-experience karon is kuan na siya, hereditary na siya. Diba? Or pwede po katong acquired. So ibig sabihin, kung acquired, nakuha lang nimo siya. Maybe, probably because of your lifestyle, because weak ang imong immune system or something. Kung maingon po kanang tawag neto hereditary, so ibig sabihin naman na nimo na sakit from your parents or sa parents of your parents or something like that. Then reports of the patient's initial physical examination. So naanay mga physical examination sa buhaton sa imo during the physical examination. Ang mga pantanawon nimong dila, pantanawon nimong mata, kung naglagom ba na siya, nagluspad ba na siya or what, yung dalunggan, di ba? This part of the physical examinations nimo. Attending physician's diagnostic and therapeutic orders, kato ganina, when you will have kanang mga further examinations nga buhaton, o mga therapy na kanang pagabuhaton, so naa na dira, appeal na siya sa clinical data niyo. Reports and results of every diagnostic and therapeutic procedure performed, reports on consulting physicians, patient's discharge summary, and the final instruction to the patient upon discharge. So, kana siya, maoning mga makita nato in our clinical data. So, unsay naa sa medical history daw? A complete medical history documentation, history documents the patient's current complaints and symptoms and lists his or her past medical, personal, and family history. So, naa na siya nakasulat dira. Alright? So, these are kanang information usually included in a complete medical history. So, chief complaint. So, katong kuan reason nganong nagpakuan ka, nag-seek ka og medical kanang service, katong mao ni siya ang kanang rason nganong miadto kag hospital, nagadto kag doktor. So, nature and duration of the symptoms that cause the patient to seek medical attention is stated in his or her own words. Say, for example, naglisod na siya ginhawa. So, kana na rason, kay kuan na siya, mao na siya ang chief complaint nato. Or nag-collapse ba siya or something. Present illness, detailed chronological description of the development of the patient's illness, from the appearance of the first symptoms to the present situation. That's why kuan nangutana na siya kanus ani nagsugod o unsa may naa dito hangtod so on and so forth. Past medical history, summary of childhood and adult illness and conditions such as mga infectious disease, pregnancies, allergies and drugs, sensitivities, accidents, operations, hospitalizations, and current medications. Naana siya part of the medical history lang gihapon. Social and personal history. So the marital status, dietary, the sleep and exercise patterns. Good luck sa inyong sleep patterns. Unsa naman mo matulog, alas 3. And then use of coffee, tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs, occupation, home environment, daily routine, and many others. Tapos, the medical history as well. Diseases among relatives in which hereditary or contact might play a role, such as allergies, diba? Cancers, and infectious, psychiatric, metabolic, endocrine, and many others. Tapos napoy, review of systems. So systems inventory designed to uncover current or past subjective symptoms that include the following types of data. So kani siya na mga datas na ana siya sa medical history as well. Right, kamo nang bahala mo basa ana kung unsa na sila because daghan siya. So kana siya part na sa inyong medical history and it must be present siya kung ang inyong gina-develop karon has something to do with medical history. Then the PE or the physical examination report. Isa-isa na nato ning mga kwan ha. Isa-isa na nato ning mga reports na ma-produced in acute care health record documentation. So the physical examination report represents the attending physician's assessment of the patient's current health status after evaluating the patient's physical conditions. So example ana, mga vital signs nimo, pulse, respiration, blood pressure, temperature, di ba, the skin color, and many others, imong head, eye, tanan, no? Tanan yang makita dara ang mga diagnosis niya. That's part of your physical examination report. Alright? So, kana siya. Of course, you have to ask, dakuan ha, you have to ask doctors kung unsa pang naa kay sometimes dili man pare-pareho, especially if pare-pareho ang kanang mga mga gipang pangbutang, alright? Sa mga documentations. Then diagnostic and therapeutic orders, mo ni siya kaganina. The physician's orders kay kuan da siya or instructions the physicians gives to the other healthcare professionals nga who actually perform diagnostic tests and treatments, administer medications, and provide specific service to a particular patient. So, physician's order na siya or doctor's order na siya. So, for example, may kanang reseta, kumbaga, murag ana ba? Diba? Kanang tagaan kag murag reseta para kanang for this medications, tagaan kag reseta, murag kanang doctor's note nga kanang mamurag reseta naman gyapon ang tawagan na kanang mangayo ka og kuan para mo undergo kag test, di ba? Kanang mga ingon ana laboratory test, murag mangayo makag note or something. That's physician's order na ginatawag natin. Then admission and discharge orders. So, should be found for every patient unless the patient leaves the facility against medical advice. But other orders will vary from patient to patient. Unsa man pud ni siya kanang kuha na siya. Si doctor manggod ang mo ingon nga o i-admit ka, or okay, you're free to go. Okay? Siya man dyan ang moingon, ana. Pwede na ka mo uli. Unless, moingon si patient, dili ko magpa-admit, or na-admit na ka, tapos moingon ka, muuli na ko. I don't need your service na. So, something like that. Pero kana siya, kay, kuha na siya. Dapat, kanang, nagya po na documentation actually. Kay, pwede man na makasuhan po silang negligence. No? So, dapat, kabalo si patient kung unsay mga mahitabo sa iya, if dili siya magpa-admit or muuli siya, dili niya humanon ang kanang admission niya. So naana sila papirmahan na sila, naana sila papirmahon na sila nga dili liable ang mga doctors and hospital. Actually that happens to my father because kuan kanang akong papa before kay wala na namo gi-continue ang iyang hospitalization because kuan naman to siya, weak naman to siya, kanang kuan naman to siya, kanang no hopes, kumbaga. So parang we're just waiting na kanang kuan na siya, kanang mo give up na siya. Murag within a week, murag he will die eventually. Murag no chance of kuan na ba kanang mapataas pa iyang life. So one of a family doctor nga ingon man nga there's no chance, and magpadako lang ang bill sa hospital. So mao lang gihapon useless. So wala may kuan. So that's why we decided na instead of kanang gastuon kanang kuan pa kanang modakuan pa gasto, so kuan na lang kanang better gi-discharge na lang namo. But we have my mother signed kuan niya kanang unsay tawag ana, kanang signed kanang letter ba nga kanang murag dili liable ang hospital, kanang it's in our own kuan namo, kanang gusto namo na i-discharge na lang siya kahit na kuan mulakaw nami sa facility, dili na namo i-kuan pa, something like that. Then we have the clinical observations. In acute care hospitals, the documentations of clinical observation is usually provided in progress notes. So unsa man yung mga clinical observations once you are admitted na, no? So naana siya gina-record ang imuha gina-record ang imuhang kung unsay nahitabo sa imuha. All right? So kanang kuan gina-record kung unsa na imong conditions from time to time, so on and so forth. The purpose of documenting the clinical observations of physicians, nurses, and other caregivers is to create a chronological report of the patient's conditions and response to treatment during his or her hospital stay. Kung ito, chronological ha, katong sugod, next, step by step ba, kumbaga. Yun, ano. Naka-order siya. Alright? So typically, the patients attending physicians, mga consulting physicians who have medical staff privileges, house medical staff, nurses, nutritionists, social workers, and clinical therapists are authorized to enter progress notes nga, because ang tawag man ato progress notes man tong katong mga observations, no, nga kuan. So sila also are kanang authorized, no, to enter progress notes. Then we have nursing and allied health notes and assessment. So nurses daw and allied health professionals, so example daw ana kanang mga allied professionals. sa mga occupational, physical, respiratory, and speech therapist. So dili man na sila kuan, di ba? Dili man na sila doctors. Dietitians and mga social workers may begin their care with assessment focused on understanding the patient's conditions from the perspective of their specialized body of knowledge. So magbuhat na sila og kanang after na nila makuan, mag-draw na sila care plan. So unsa man yung care plan? So a care plan is a summary of the patient's problem from the nurse or other professional's perspective with a detailed plan for interventions. Okay. So kuntong unsay dapat nimong buhaton, unsay dapat nilang buhaton for the patient. In addition, nurses are responsible for specific patient's admissions and discharge notes and for documenting the patient's conditions at regular intervals throughout the patient's stay. So we have the diagnostic procedures. So what are the things na buhaton in diagnosing patients? So diagnostic procedures include the following. So of course, there must be a laboratory results. So laboratory test performed on blood, urine, and other samples from the patient. Pagkahuman, napo daw tayo ginatawag na pathological examinations of tissue samples and tissue or organs removed during surgical procedures. So for example, na yung mga masses nga makita to identify na, for example, ang sabali siya, kana mga tumors na benign ba na siya or kana malignant ba na siya, diba? So kailangan pa na siyang ma-undergo mga biopsy. And ang biopsy is kana pathological examination ba na siya, na examples. Imaging procedures, kanang radiology, scans, ultrasounds, MRI, PETs. I don't know what's PETs. Then monitors and tracing of body functions. Kanang mga TB-TB para sa mga heartbeat, kanang mga anak, God. Kanang mga oxygen level nimo, something. So mga diagnostic procedures na. So, and it has reports basis for diagnosis rather. So procedures and surgical documentation na po daw. Any major diagnostic procedures or surgical events require special documentation. So pre-operative notes are made by the anesthesiologist and surgeons prior to the procedure. So pre-operative notes, these are mga documentations katong prior to the conduct of the procedure. No, unsa man tong mga na-observe dito, unsa man to and everything. Nurses reports pre-operative also, basta pre-operative prior to, patient's preparations. The entire procedure itself is then recorded. So even sa prior, pre, during, and post ni siya. With an anesthesia record, an operative report, and a post-anesthesia or recovery room report. Tawag na to. When tissue is removed for evaluation, pathology reports also must be present in the procedure and surgical documentation. So kung mo-undergo kag surgery, so prior sa imuha, sa conditions nimo, prior, during, tapos after. Even naana ka sa kaning recovery room report. Katong unsay nahitabo nimo katong na ka-recover na ka, your katong gihatod na ka sa imong room for recovery. Diba sa the common i-ask na to after kanang surgery, nakautot na ka, kanang mga yun, nakaihi na ka, kalibang na ka. That's common. That's part of the documentation lang gihapon. Then the patient consent documentation. So mao na ni siya. The patient must consent to a procedure after an explanation and an opportunity to ask question. This is an informed consent. Na daw, of course, before ka maghatag og kanang service sa imuhang pasyente or mali. Before ang doctor maghatag or the provider will give kanang service to the patient or kanang when we're talking about procedures, so dapat na-explain na sa iya ha ug na siya opportunity to ask questions. So naay duha ka klase sa consent niya. The implied and express consent. So unsa man ning implied consent? It is assumed when a patient voluntarily submits to treatment. So implied na siya. So ibig sabihin, dili necessary na kanang moingon siya, sige, kanang mo undergo kuana or mo sulat siya nga I hereby kanang accept the procedure, something like that. Because kung yun that's is express consent. Ibig sabihin, the mere fact na moingon ka nga, mere fact na ming gisubmit nimong self for treatment, ming undergo kag treatment, ming sugot ka ani na treatment, ibig sabihin that is an implied consent na nga mo na ming approve ka. All right? May approve ka sa procedure. That's an implied consent. Dili dyan wala necessarily nga mingon kag yes to that, but may submit man ka, mingon man kag kanang I will undergo this treatment. So that is implied. Alright? Pero kung express, kung dyan na siya, na ay consent niya, spoken or written. No? Healthcare settings, but most healthcare settings use signed or verified documents whenever it is possible. Why? Because the spoken kanang consent is difficult to prove. Lalo na kung wala kayo recording. Baka umabot ang panahon, you will be questioned. Ganong kuan man, gibuhat man na nimo. Nimo? As doctor. Nila di ay, sorry. Ano naman ako ma-example niya as if kita ang doctors, no? We're here lang pala to document, to create system for them. So, I always thought na doctor, kamo are doctors. Or kita are doctors. So, kana siya. But in some cases, naapoy dili kinahanglan og consent, especially in emergency cases. Kana ganing, for example, emergency, wala nahibalan kung kinsa ni siya, walay family, but kanang it's a matter of life and death. Yeah. Kung dili nimo i-perform na siya na procedure, mamatay ang pasyente. And it's emergency, it's the call for the patient, the kuan na karon, unconscious si patient. It's a call for the kanang physicians na to kanang performed procedures even without consent. Anesthesia report, napo daw anesthesia report. So anesthesiologist ang mo kandakan. So which is part gyapon na siya sa katong kuan kanang surgical procedures nga ginatawag nato kaganina. So anesthesia reports notes any preoperative medications in response to it. The anesthesia administered with dose, kung unsa daw to, pila ka dose. The method of administration, daghan magpamaagi to conduct to give anesthesia to kuan to patients, di ba? Naay sa likod, kanang patulugon kag pila ka oras, no? Kanang para i-unconscious ka, na conscious, something like that. The patient's vital signs while under anesthesia and additional products given to the patients during the procedures. So procedures and operative reports. The operative reports describe the surgical procedures performed on the patients. This is the during. During na siya, di ba? Na ay pre, na ay post, then na po ay operative. Pre-operative, post-operative, and kaning operative reports. During. Each report usually includes the following information: patient's pre and post-diagnosis, descriptions of the procedures performed, descriptions of all normal and abnormal findings, descriptions of the patient's medical conditions before, during, and after the operations, estimated blood loss, descriptions of any specimens removed, descriptions of any unique or unusual events during the course of surgery, names of the surgeons and their assistants, date and durations of the surgery. Okay? Nindot unta no kung naadjud mo'y doctors nga ma matap para buhatan ninyo og kanang isa ka system no kanang mga ingon ani, di ba? It's so nice. So perfect supposed dapat kuan unta. Nice unta kaayo. At one ang grado unta. Then we have the recovery room report. Kani siya when the kanang operations or the surgery are done na already, tapos ihatod na ka sa imong room. So that's the recovery room reports. So that includes the post anesthesia note if not found elsewhere. Mga nurses' notes regarding the patient's conditions and surgical sites, vital signs, and intravenous fluids and other medical monitoring. Kana na kang gina-visit na ka sa mga nurses nga, sa imong rooms, gina-ask ka, even the doctors, kanang proving sa doctors, kanang mga yun, ana, that's part of the recovery room report nila. Pathology report. The pathology report is dictated by pathologists after examination of tissue received for evaluation. This report usually includes descriptions of the tissue from a gross or microscopic with the eye level and representative cells at the microscopic level along with interpretative findings. Sometimes an initial tissue evaluation occurs while the surgery is in progress to give the surgeon information important to the remainder of the operations. Katong consultation reports, again, these are from kuan kanang other physicians, no? Na dili katong attending physicians nimo. A consultation report documents the clinical opinion of a physician other than the primary or attending physicians. The consultation daw is usually requested by the primary or attending physician. Kana siya kung dili na niya expertise ang imuhang, kung nakay daghang complications, and dili part sa iyang expertise na. So kailangan dyan niya kay lahi na mga doctors para mutabang sa iyaha in kuan nga in providing healthcare nimo. But occasionally maybe the request of the patients or the patient's family. So the report is based on the consulting physician's examination of the patients and the review of his or her health record. So kana siya. Consultation reports na siya. Then, after that, kung maloy ang Ginoo, you will be discharged. Wala na kay sakit. The discharge summary is a concise account of the patient's illness, course of treatment, response to treatment, and condition at the time of the patient's discharge or official release from the hospital. The summary also includes instructions for follow-up care, katong mga balik dire, sunod semana, so on and so forth, to be given to the patients or his or her caregiver at the time of discharge. So, na daw mga variety of purposes asa gamiton si discharge summary. Una, ensures that the continuity of future care by providing information to the patient's attending physicians, referring physicians, and any consulting physicians. Okay. kung na kay follow-up check-up or magpa-check-up ka sa lain nga mga doctors or kanang gi-refer ka sa laing doctor or laing mga consultants. So, dalon man to nimo siya. A complete abstract, mura man na siya ka ng medical abstract nimo, something like that. So, provides information to support the activities of the medical staff review committee, and then it provides concise information that can be used to answer information requests from an authorized individual or entities. Napoy ginatawag na transfer records. When a patient is being transferred from the acute setting to another healthcare organization, a transfer record may be initiated. So kung gusto kang mobalhin, let's say for example, from one medical institution to another, so kailangan po daw na siyang kanang transfer records. This record is also called a referral form. A brief review of the patient's acute stay along with current status, discharge and transfer orders, and any additional instructions will be noted. Usually, na mahitabo na referral if kanang ang hospital kay dili capable on providing the healthcare service na kailangan ng patient, or there's no expert doctors that will address the concern of the kanang patients, or there are no facilities available for the patient. Maayo na usually transfer nga mahitabuan na, or dili gusto ni patient nga diri siya gusto siya mobalhin. Maayo na. Autopsy report. Kung dedo ka, mamatay ka, simba ko lang. So, then your family wants to know kung unsang cause of death ba nimo, something like unsay nahitabo sa imuha, then you will have an autopsy report. So an autopsy report is a description of the examination of the patient's body after he or she has died. Also called the necropsies. Autopsies are usually conducted when there are some questions about the cause of death, or when information is needed for educational or legal purposes. So the purpose of the autopsy is to determine or confirm the cause of death, or to provide more information about the course of the patient's disease. So kung familiar mo with katong Demvaxia case, diba? Katong mga children, no, patients na na-injectionan og Demvaxia kay itong mga nangamatay, they were autopsied kay to found out nga kung unsa ba ang cause of their death. Kato siya, kataman nang hubag daw ang ilang mga internal organs after na injectionan atong kanang bakuna na to para sa kanang dengue. Obstetrics and newborn documentation. So kani siya kung mga anak or kanang nabuntis ka. So kani siya kay an obstetric delivery records include the prenatal care summary provided by the practitioner's office, an admission evaluation by the attending physicians to update the summary, the record of labor, pagbati nimo, including informations on contractions, fetal heart tones, and examinations of the birth canal, medications given, and the vital signs. So, OB-GYN naman ni expertise din ng mga OB-GYN in siguro midwife or something. The delivery record daw includes the type of delivery, cesarean ba, normal, or what, medications administered, including anesthesia, descriptions of the birth process on any blood loss, evaluation of the placenta and cord, the information about any other delivery intervention. So, apil na siya sa documentation nimo. Tapos daw, the newborn records begin with the birth history, the same as similar to the mother's labor and delivery data. Kung kada sa nanganak si mama, dito po ang oras sa pagpanganak, dito po nagsugod ang imuhang newborn records. It also includes newborn physical examination. Head and chest measurements are part of the evaluations of all body systems. So nursing documentations would also includes information on baby's feeding and elimination status, weight, vital signs, appearance, response to environment, sleeping patterns, conditions of the cord stump, any special test, treatment, and medications will also be noted by the nurses naman sa mga bata na siya. So, kana siya, those are the clinical data. So, kanina naman, the administrative data naman, demographic and financial information. In the context of healthcare, demographic information includes the following elements. So, these are the informations naman. Alright? So, kani siya ha kay administrative data. So, kani pod, consent authorizations and acknowledgements kay administrative data gihapon na siya. Consent to treatment is obtained from patients or their legal representative before providing care or service except in emergency situations. So this is what I already mentioned kaganina. This type of consent documents the patient's permission for routine services, diagnostic procedures, and medical care. However, privacy legislations has made this step a matter of facility choice. So it is an option. So the physicians cannot impose, no? Okay, pagbuot lang gihapon sa patient or the family of the patients or the legal guardian niya. The term consent and authorizations related to the release and disclosure of confidential health information. Consent and authorization na kanang release and disclosure of confidential health information is referred to the written documents of the patient's formal permission to release his or her confidential health information to another party. So the term authorization daw, to permission granted by the patients or the patient's representative to release information for the reasons other than treatment, payment, or other operations. The term consent is used when the permission is for treatment, payment, and or healthcare operations naman. So, anong ibig sabihin? Consent ang tawag pag ang imuhang permission nga gihatag is ang purpose is for treatment, payment, or healthcare operations. Authorization naman kung dili permissions sa treatment, payment, o healthcare operations or other reasons, kumbaga, authorizations ang tawag. Authorization kung other reasons. Consent kung ang reason is for treatment, payment, or healthcare operations. So, gitagaan lang yung distinctions ba kung para asa ang kanang unsang purpose sa pag-disclose sa confidential information. Disclose is ibig sabihin hatag sa information, no? Pagpahibalo sa information. Authorization ba siya or the consent ba ang tawag sa iya? So napod tayo ginatawag na advance directive. So parang you're giving an advance kanang consent ba or authorization, no? So an advance directive is a written document that provides directions about the patient's desire in relation to the care decisions for use by healthcare workers if the patient is incapacitated or not capable of communicating. Anong ibig sabihin nun? That this is given prior to kind of gihatag na ni siya ahead of time ba na let's say for example ingon hagubilin kumbaga nga whatever happens to me ingon ani dapat ang buhaton sa kuha so on and so forth sa kung kuha na ka incapable na ka no to communicate or dili na nimo kaya so naa naman kay advance directive naa naman kay hagubilin something. So, kuha na to. Sundo na to siya kung na yung advance directive. So, acknowledgement of patient's right. Acknowledgement forms are used to document the fact that information about the patient's right while under care was provided to the patient. The information might include the right to know who is providing treatment. So, kanina, rights ni sa mga pasyente. Dapat the pasyente will know kung kinsa ang naghatag sa iyang treatment, ang confidentiality of iyang mga informations, mga receive information about treatment, refuse treatment. So, pwede siyang maingog, dili ko for a treatment. Participate in care planning. So, pwede po siya, kung pwede siya ma-refuse, pwede siyang participate. And be safe from abusive treatment naman. Then we have the emergency care documentation. So emergency care documentation is limited to information about the patient's presenting problem and the diagnostic and therapeutic service provided during the episode of care. So emergency care man kay kuha na siya. When there are emergency nga mahitabo. So these are healthcare records na dapat ibutang nato. Patient's identification, time and means, so on and so forth. The following information should be entered in the sumpay pa, medications administered, conclusions, determinations of evaluation treatment, documentation of cases. Then we have also an ambulatory care documentation. So, kung mayroon tag-ambulatory, di ba, we mentioned kaganina, katong acute care, part of the acute care kay katong inpatient. Then, naapoy mga kanang ambulatory care documentation. So, unsa man po ning ambulatory? These are medical services performed on an outpatient basis. Kung outpatient ang imuhang gihatag, so, kana, kung wala ka, you're not admitted, so ambulatory care ang tawag sa iya ha. Pero acute care gihapon siya. Without admission to the hospital or other facilities. Ambulatory care daw includes care provided in physician's office, group practices, clinics, mga clinics, as well as hospital outpatient, neighborhood health, kanang mga kuan nato, mga health centers, public health, industrial health, kanang sa mga clinics and urgent care settings nato. In general, documentation and ambulatory care patient records typically include the following. Kani siya. Ay, wala na ako na-edit. So anyways, kana siya tanan. Pero diagnostic test results, umpayan na kay miscellaneous flow sheets, copies of records, correspondence, consent to disclosure information, and advance directives. Obstetric gynecology care documentation is part na siya sa kanang ambulatory care documentation. This is kaning mga prenatal check-ups na ni. Kato kaganina kay during procedure man to sa pagpanganak, delivery, di ba? Kanina man, the following kinds of kani siya outpatient man ni siya kay kuan man. So medical history to include history of abuse, neglect, and sexual practices. Periodic laboratory testing, including pap test and mammography, cholesterol levels, and fecal blood test. Additional laboratory testing needed for high-risk groups such as tuberculosis, skin testing, and testing for sexually transmitted diseases. Naana siya sa gynecologic care documentation. Then, so, kung nana kay bata, pediatric care documentation naman. So, these records, the patient, the infants, children, and adolescents, the ambulatory care records should include the following special documentation: birth history, nutrition history, personal, social, and family history, growth and development record, and mga immunizations. So these are the medical regulations required. Regulations required the ambulatory surgeon's record include the following informations. Ganun siya. And to be continued next meeting. Okay, kuha na kaayo. Taas na kaayo ang ato ang klase. Alright, let's end this for today. Question before we will leave. Do you have questions, guys? Or
Done,
naminaw?
sir.
Done, sir.
Wait, gabi po.
Oh, complete sentence dun kay kaasma, no?
Gani, sir.
Kuraho ka.
Sir, present doon si Julius, sir.
Uy, na si Julius po di ay.
Sir, late lang ko, sir. Lain na dito, Julius. Uy!
Sige. I have to check your attendance below. Si Asma o si... Actually, guys, para ra ni sa monitoring lang ni sa inyo, ha? Monitoring lang ni sa inyo. There's no walay effect ni sa inyong grades, Alvarez. Kay basig kanang questionan mi ba kung kinsay kanang kuan? Kinsay
Ako na siya, siguro na. Di na ako katulog, sir.
Char. Kumusta imong mama, Julius?
Yes, sir. Laban niya po.
Si Mrs. Julius.
Ano, jud laban lang jud ta. Multiple choice lang ang exam, sir. Naay identifications in many others. I-upload nimo ang PPT, yes. And, wait lang.
Last quiz.
Ano sa daw?
Gamay kay time akong last quiz.
Gamay ang time sa last week.
Ikaw, sir, nakabuang yun ni.
Char.
Sir, lower na
For
dito
sure,
lang, sir. Kaya it's
For
very
sure
7 minutes
ato,
kayo,
ang
sir.
nagkabuang lang ato kay mga first, second, o third person lang ang nag-answer. Ang pinakauna, second, ug katulo lang, and the rest of you, dali na kayo mo na human ato. Tama
Uy,
ba ka?
dugay po ko na human. Uy, hapit to time.
Hapit po
Sabi
tayo.
lagi na mo ang open, sir.
10 seconds na lang. Napa ko sa kuan.
Sa
Sa
Sir,
third to the
baka na lang
last.
ko ato tanan, sir.
Aka na answer.
Char. Taka na dyan.
Bitaw sir, ang mga sure lang kay gi-answeran na mo pag wala na yung time kay gipatakan na lang.
Sir, nagpa-exam na ka?
Oh, nagpa-exam kami doon. Wala kang kabalo.
Hindi ka kabalo doon?
Wala, sir.
Ano ba sa exam kaya?
Bagsak na.
Ay, sir, di ba wala pa man ni kanto
Wala
si
na.
Krisa?
Ha?
Sir,
Wala pa ni kanto si Krisa?
Kanta sa daw doon.
tara mo ito, sir.
Asa na ikaw? Ano wala ka?
Ano no, ang time.
Mga traidor mo. Ingon ba yan?
Daro mo sa balay.
Jeno, ingon ba ako sa imo, inform others. Ano wala ni mo gi-inform si Eldon?
Sir, gisend ako ang screenshot sa tungkol sa GC, sir.
Ganun wala
Hindi na sir. Nana ko APM sa mga sir.
Ganun man.
Ito na po na yung PM.
Secret.
Sana all PNTM.
Sige,
Anyway,
anyways.
sir, katong mga message yung magipang chat ako sir kay gi-screenshot man ako, gi-send ako sila sa GC.
Yang ano man kabalo si Eldon nga nag-exam na ta.
Wala ko ka-update sa GC. Wala ko ka-update sa GC, sir. Ako mali.
Di ba doon, nagsangyup man ka doon?
Huy! Sigsangyup.
Sige.
Sir, magsanggit ta sir.
Sanggol?
Kami na sa soft drinks.
Bawal pa karon kay kanang COVID. Mag-party lang sir, wala na yung COVID.
Dito lang tayo yung kapihan, sir.
Ay, nako. Kita na ka makinomdom. Anyways, again, we'll continue next meeting sa tapos we'll have a short quiz for this. Alright. Tapos,
Ang exam sir na kay upload na mo nimo within this week or sa Saturday.
So, wala kung hindi mo nag-exam, sir. Pagkaway klaro lang dyan mo, sir, eh.
advice.
Mananap ni ka, sir, ba? Ay, ibaan ako, eh.
Okay, exam.
lagi.
Kuraho din ka, sir, ba? Napagay pagkakuraho, sir, ah.
The exam will be on, it's either Friday or Saturday. Alright?
Sir, within this day lang ang kuan, sir, ang katong ano.
Ano? Nahuman na mo, wait lang. Kasi nahuman na sa proposal. Nagbuhat naman sa
System
proposal.
request, sir.
Systems request lang? Request lang? Ano yung gibuhat? Systems
Kung sa
request lang?
kailangan, sir.
Siyempre, sir, ano ko magputo concert? Dili lang kayo mag-full-blown concert.
Sir, mao man na mo proposal last time, sir.
Proposal gani doon. Proposal
Yes,
pag
sir.
akong pangayuon karon doon no. Yung ano systems request lang man mo kutob.
Sige. Update lang tigara mo, sir. Ano lang, sir.
Ay mag-thread na ko diri sa kuan ha para to submit ninyo. Ay.
Sir, sa klase ba kayo? Wala pa ng kuan.
May time, sir.
Sa daw, isa-isa lang ni.
Ay, isa. Sige, isa una.
Ano naman to?
Wala na mo tubag.
Wala.
Sir, sama, sir. Sige, yours. Sige, Angelo.
Mao man gud niya mong proposal sa una, sir. Hello?
Yes. Namino ko. Namino ko na
Sir.
yung file.
Mao mo proposal dati nagipasa kay Ma'am Nanette.
Sige, I'll just have to read it kay para kung basidig kompleto na kung
Sige, sir.
anong kuan raman na kanang systems request raman.
Na naman po siya yung mga ano, sir, kanang
Siya na mo to
functionalities, mga ano,
requirements,
need.
agency value, special issues and constraints.
Ganon.
Sige.
Basahan
I'll
na lang sa sir, tas checka na lang po
Yes.
next meeting.
Yes.
Sir, ang i-post man mo na exam sir sa Friday no kay part 2 kay humana naman to sa part 1, di ba sir?
Wala na,
Jeno. Wala pa gani part 1, Jeno.
Hindi na automatic si Eldon. Jeno.
Ay, pag-sure,
Tama kayo na.
Nangakaraho mo.
Uy, wala man ko nakabasa ba
Wala
doon
na
sa
ako ang ano, record
message. Wala man ka nag-message.
Ari, pamati lang si sir. Pamati kayo na si sir. Dili na magtukuan sa social media, promise. Dili na mo. Chapa na sir, ano? Chapa na.
Wala mo na ako recording, ha?
Sige, yours.
Ama ba? Alright, kung wala na question, let's go in peace.
Yes, gabi ba no go?